Hey, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the Spongebob musical live stage production that Nickelodeon just aired on Nickelodeon. Does that make sense that Nickelodeon just aired on Nickelodeon? Okay. So the Spongebob musical sadly closed its doors, what, a year ago? It's about a year ago. It was like 2018. Something like that, right? Because the Palace Theater that it was it needed refurbishment. It's over 100-year-old theater. It's right in Times Square. It was already scheduled for refurbishment, so they had to close the doors, and SpongeBob was the last show to be there. Legally Blonde was at the Palace Theater back in 2009. A lot of great shows, historical shows, monumental shows have been at the Palace Theater. And SpongeBob was the last one. So we went into detail last year when my dad and I saw SpongeBob the musical, and how I didn't expect it to be as perfect as it actually was. It brought tears to my eyes. I laughed, I cried, I cheered, I hoorah'd, and I'm amazed by the stage production and set design. Won a Tony Award in 2018. SpongeBob and Mean Girls were tied for most Tony Award nominations for 2018. So when they announced that SpongeBob the musical was coming to Nickelodeon as a live stage production, because every December there's always some live stage production of something. There's some live. There was Grease, there was Rent, there was Sound of Music, there was Peter Pan. We just had Little Mermaid on ABC. There's always some live stage production of something, and there was Hairspray. So it's a matter of Rocky Horror. I think I named them all. What's going to be the next one? Who would have thought that SpongeBob would be the next one? But it is the next one. It was the next one. So immediately, as soon as I'm watching it, I get all emotional, because all these happy, nostalgic memories of watching the show and obsessing with the soundtrack. And I love Ethan Slater. He plays SpongeBob perfectly. There is not a single human I would rather see playing SpongeBob than Ethan Slater playing the human version of SpongeBob SquarePants. He is so perfect to a T of the character, of the essence of the character, the flexibility, the comic relief, the head bob, the way he moves his hands when he walks. It's just, Ethan is great. I wish nothing but the best for Ethan. He is so talented, and when he, just behind the scenes stuff, of course I follow him, but he would be posting behind the scenes stuff of rehearsals and all these things, and you're watching this live television show, and you see him sweating, and you see him get so emotional in certain scenes, and you see him having so much fun, and then I'm getting emotional watching him getting emotional, because he loves this role. He loves this character. He loves being this sponge, because he's not a simple sponge. He just loves having fun with all his friends, and you can see it. And there's nothing more joyous than to see someone enjoying themselves. To see pure joy and elation across someone's face is it's just the greatest feeling. And that's why a lot of people say it's better to give gifts than to receive gifts, because seeing the joy and happiness on someone's face when they open your gift, spirit of Christmas, it's just, there's no feeling that can top it. And seeing Ethan, who I don't know in real life, even though I'm pretending that we're friends, I don't know him. I do know his talent though. And I know how much he cares about people and others. And he always puts others before himself in real life, but also in his professional life as well. He's a team leader. He makes sure that everyone's okay. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone is okay. That they're not alone. That it's the best day ever. I'm using so many references here. But to see the happiness across someone's face while they're doing the thing that they love to do the most. And then knowing that they don't know if or when they might be able to do it again. It's heartbreaking, because he's having so much fun with his friends up there. It's I want to say like half the original cast, half the original Broadway cast was reprising their roles in this television event, and it was just so awesome seeing that. There was a new Sandy, yes, there was new Sardines, there was new Bikini Bottom members, you know, things of that nature. But it's just great seeing this ensemble of 22 people do their thing again, because they're so good at it. Because it's so rudimentary when it comes to the set design. You use pool noodles as kelp, but it works. Any high school or middle school can do this production, and I can't wait to see it again. I can't wait to go to a high school production of this and laugh and cheer and cry all over again, because this musical made no sense and still makes no sense why it is one of the greatest written stories, books, music that has come across the Broadway stage. I'm well aware of how bold of a statement that is. I know people will be, how could you say that, you uncultured swine? No. No. You gotta look, you have to look at the whole. To see these people love and respect each other, to do the story that they have been given in the true simple sponge aspect, because no one's a simple sponge. No one's a loser. Bikini Bottom Boogie all night. It's the best day ever. Poor Pirates. All of these songs were written by so many amazing, talented artists. You mix that with the choreography, you mix that with the set design, you mix that with the lighting design, you mix that with the guy who's literally on stage making the sound effects for every time SpongeBob moves. Genius! So rudimentary, but it's genius because it's all in front of you and everyone's a part of it. You got guys in tutus, you got skateboarders galore, and it's just so welcoming. All are welcome here in the Bikini Bottom national anthem, and they have that moment. And the girl playing, the woman playing Sandy is literally crying on the stage. All are welcome here. It is such, everyone needs to see this. Everyone needs to know that they're welcome, that they're not alone. It's okay to be different. Ah, amazing. Did you guys watch the SpongeBob musical live stage production that Nickelodeon just released? If you have not, I don't know where you can watch it. I don't know if it's streaming somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be on Vudu anytime soon. I don't know if Hulu's going to have it. I know Netflix just partnered with Nickelodeon. I don't know if it's going to jump to Netflix. I don't know where you're going to see it, but you have to watch it. You have to watch this, because this stage production, this cast, this story, Ethan, genius, absolutely genius. I literally had to wipe the tears from my face once they saved Bikini Bottoms. I don't get this emotional when it comes to things. But let me tell you, this is a show. This is a show. Mucho mahalo.